Hello there, everybody. It's HeroicLegend here. We are back with some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I know I've been gone for a week. Maybe, no, a week and a day. I know. I'm finally feeling better. I feel well enough. I may be a little under the weather with something. I don't know what's like affecting me right now. I'm just... Guys, help me. No, I got my family to help me out, and I've been doing all right. I don't know who this is going to matter for because it's probably going to be too late, but the follower thing is up again. It's for Albaz stuff this time, so if you wanted the Albaz cards and such, now's a good time to go do that and either get your code, use your code on yourself and make several Steam accounts and yada yada yada, whatever you need to hear from me. Anyway, for anyone who's uninitiated right now, in your pure, beautiful, blissful ignorance, the new selection pack is out with the Exodia cards. And not just the The internet is currently deciding if it wants to fold backwards in on itself, or if it's going to play nice. I do want to show off stuff too with Yu-Gi-Oh! So I really do hope that we're... Oh, nope, there it is. Alright, hang in there, internet, please. Currently, and for the next 52 days, you can try to get the Duel Experts pack, which has... Yes, I'm avoiding talking about it for now. Little Knight, Ash Blossom, alternate art, Ghost Bell alternate art now. We got, of course, Baron and Zeus. The next pack is, of course... Well, the next... The big thing is this bundle, which gives you 30 packs and all this extra stuff too. For any Sky Striker fans, you get packs and the mate. This is the Awakening, which has a whole bunch of alternate art for, again, Sky Striker fans and the like. Most of which I believe have animations too. Next up is the returning bundle, which is the anniversary one for Blue Eyes, and I believe, yeah, the Blue Eyes Chaos Max Mate. No Dark Magician one, which is a little bit odd. The new deck box is out with heroes, so you can make your own hero deck with the basis being your favorite hero and such. You can also get Sunrise as well. Cool guy. Very Power Rangers, very Sentai. I love it. I've already bought one because I do genuinely like heroes and I want to try to use it. That's not what I have you here for. What I have you here for is this. So, in the previous pack, we got Ashened, and the one before we got Gimmick Puppets, such, and a whole bunch of stuff. I've made and have been learning to pilot the the Flame Swordsman. I'm learning how to try to pilot the Momentum Aliens, which because I just kind of like them. They're silly to me, you know. But the Fiendsmith, Azamina, White Forest combos are here now. Same with the Exodia stuff. I don't know if full Fiendsmith is here, but they might have just given us everything to have Fiendsmith stuff. So, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to go in and talk about. Yeah, I've been ranking up too. I will show you what sins I've been committing. The event is still up for a bit. The Legend Anthology. I've already completed it, and for proof, I had several decks I went through. I ended up using a mono Raid Raptor at one point. It was fun. For Fusion Synchro, I do have the deck up that I'm going to be showing you in the next video, because I already get the feeling this is going to take a little long. So, deck profiles. I still need to make more. This is what I've been using to climb. So for anyone who's curious, this is my Kashtira Sweat deck. We run 3 Ash Blossoms, we run 2 Imperms, we run 2 evenly matched. Harpies and Heavy, just to constantly get rid of back row. Rolla, which I've been discovering is just super good as a good searcher and a good bait out too. Standard Kashtira Affair as well. 3 Bursts, 3 Theosis. Planet. We actually also been putting in Primitive Planet too. Because Primitive Planet plays really nicely with Scareclaw and Shangri-La, which are both better for defense position, even sometimes a Rise Heart, which we keep in defense position at first turn for Lightning Storm possibilities. But of course, if it was Lightning Storm, then we still would have lost it anyway. But the point is, there are a lot of things here for defensive stuff. It's just basic cashier stuff. It still does well, and it's mostly just because it gets so very tiring to deal with opponents. So people just quit instantly when they see it, and at the same time, it's also just kind of annoying to go through the other engines when this one is very consistent and works the best. Even with a bricked hand, I can kind of stall out long enough, because if I just get either one of these 3, even this. Yeah, we also have fun little things like Ball and Nibiru for opponents who go first, and we just have to sit there and watch their plays. The extra deck, we have Baron and SSS. Qingying. Should just say Qingying. Triple S Qingying. We have Baron and Qingying for, in case we get Ash Blossom and she's in the hand and we're not going for those types of plays where they've stopped us from getting out our Xseeds. We got Big Eye, we got Red Eyes Flare Metal. Volo almost got me out of a tough situation, which is kind of why he stays in the deck too. We of course have 3 balls, we have 3 Rise Hearts. I can actually probably drop 1 Arise Heart, if I'm being honest, and put in Zeus. Yeah, because Zeus is also just a good target for people to, throw away first. Plus, if I need to, I can always also overlay Zeus into Arise Heart just to stop the banishing of things if I need to. Good idea. We also have Typhon for just in case. Just Typhon comes down and disrupts a lot of things. We have IP, Little Knight, and Goddess to help deal with other things as well. IP can obviously go into Little Knight and kind of help protect her from nonsense. Or just, go into Goddess as well if we set up the board ahead of time. It's also just good for getting rid of things. Again, if we get locked out of our Xseeds monsters by a trap or something. As for what I've been trying out, we have the Ashened Capital deck. This is just here so I can remember the Gimmick Puppet cards I need to craft still, because I'm probably going to go do that. And I do want to try piloting Gimmick Puppets because they do seem like fun. Even outside of the FTK thing, just they seem like fun. If I can play through negates and such. So, Ashened. This Ashen deck is actually not pure Ashen, it's Ashen Invoked. And that's strictly because of my desire to not... To give the Ashens a little bit of a breathing, like some space. We have Kaliga for Floodgates, we have Invoked to get rid of, things for just in case. Of course, your standard Link affair with Unicorn thrown in for good measure there. I would have crafted a 3rd copy of Vidos, but Vidos is very bricky. So I feel like 2's an okay amount. Same thing why we have only the 2 ofs for both the traps centered around him. We of course have the 3 Awakening because it's just placing the city down and adding in stuff. It's good searching. I still need to figure out how to properly pilot this. I don't know how to do it efficiently, but I do like it. Again, very Dark Souls inspired. Dark Souls, Elden Ring, stuff like that, I like it, I like the designs, I do want to try to get them to work. Being Pyro, but being dark. Being dark is really what helps them out the most, and I feel like if I could find a way to master that, it'd be better. A lot of good searching, not many negates and stuff. We even have the Planet Pathfinders just in case, because we don't necessarily need our normal summon, and as long as we can activate its effect, And again, this is also why we have Alistair here and the Alistair groupings. I don't know how well this deck would run or work, especially in higher levels with the new stuff out. It might just be a pipe dream, but I would like to see it do well, especially because I do like the boss monster. Aside from having an animation, he does look really cool. On top of that, cannot be destroyed by card effects, and your opponent can't target it with monster effects, so it does kind of protect it. It doesn't have exactly the best protection, given the fact that a Raigeki, Sakuretsu armor, Mirror Force, I'm talking realistic, so, you know, Lightning Storm, Raigeki, things like that, you know, obvious removal options. But there's a lot of removal nowadays tends to be based off of monster effects. It's pretty safe. It doesn't protect it from things like, you know, triple tactics, so and such, so that's always a worry. And of course, I could always just get Change of Heart and lose them. Fusion Deployment might not actually be bad for the deck either, just because we can then get out Vidos on our side of the field. And if we get him out... It's an idea. It's an idea. I'm cooking. But yeah. Because of kind of how selfish the archetype is, I don't know if they'll be releasing more support. I do hope they do, and they give us more than just this as our, like, super boss monster. A backup boss monster that's not this would be nice. And of course, a better way to get Obsidian onto my opponent's field would be nice as well. Yeah, that qualification. I mean, it's good, and that's why we have the super polys in here, because if I throw this down, they special summon like 2 monsters, that's easy super poly embers, you know? But yeah. Moving on right along, what I was planning on playing for the Synchro Fusion event is my Joey deck, which I will get into in a moment. But I want to go through the other ones first. So this was an auto build deck, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. I did love the idea of it, because Toy Box White Forest was a lot of fun to come up with, and I did, again, like I said in the previous video when I was showing off the deck, I changed out some stuff. With the new White Forest stuff, I feel like I should try to update it and change it a bit more. But it's going to be hard to juggle everything, especially while also having hand traps and stuff that might be needed. I do have some stuff. Of course, the mementos, which I showed off at one point. I don't remember what you are. We're just called deck. Oh, it was a horse engine for the White Forest. Yeah, this is an idea I concocted at one point because I wanted to see if I could, like... Because I love the Horus engine, right? And it's not just because I spent dust. It's because I genuinely think it is a fun engine to run around and play with. The idea, of course, being, you know, get out the cool stuff. Of course, Horus, Emsty and Estelar or LZ get out Chaos Angel, which will then protect the rest. We, of course, have your standard Synchro affairs, too. Got some normal Horus shenanigans and such. I haven't had the chance to really pilot this and try it out, but I think it would do well. I'd have to double check and see, because I'm still learning how to pilot White Forest. I updated the Raid Raptors a little bit. Not much, but a little. But now for the meat and potatoes. Because I've been learning how to pilot this. And it has been a little rough for my brain. The Joey deck. The Flame Swordsman deck. Flame Swordsman Infernoble. This is better going second, or if going first, you really need to find a way to get out and protect Ultimate Flame Swordsman. In my normal version of the deck, the one that I could play in ranked, it's very different because I have not just Emperor Charles, but his Link out as well. And this is kind of a pseudo watered down version. I've given up on the Mirage Dream because it's just too hard to make work with that whole battle phase. But Mirage Swordsman is also, I do like him a lot as a card. He really is just easy fodder. We of course have also Immortal Phoenix Gearfried, just strictly because of the fact that he's just banished an equip spell, and this deck plays so well with equip spells and such. And it's just monster removal. And it's non-targeting. I just noticed that. If I can get out Gearfried and attack, and it goes through, and of course just monster effect negation. Gearfried is so good for this, and the fact that I got this from Pact, oh, look how cool he is. The fire on his head. the sword. Just a shield? A shield. Is Gearfried! Right, Gearfried plays super awesome in the 16th with Mirage. Of course, we got the 3 Flame Swordsmen. I've dropped down. I've realized that the Salamander Fusion is more important as just an equip spell in general and such. And Flame Sword's Realm can be kind of bricky, so Flame Sword's Realm, and it doesn't do anything, you know, without. So, the Flame Sword's Realm has just kind of been delegated back down to 2. I've added in more Infernobles as I'm trying my best to figure out what are the optimal routes with this. I've thrown in quite a few of them, but because they're also interspliced in with the Noble Knights, they are hard to really get around and such. Of course, this deck is set to the event, so. And the Nobles and the Ignobles, so it's very easy to see why these cards. Oh yeah, and the Fleur Knights as well, or the Floral Knights. You know. But yeah. Yeah, no. She'd be decent in here just to help thin out the deck and grab things like Salamander. Wait, is it strictly? Yeah, just equip with an equip spell. She might not be bad for the deck. I don't think I could fit her in easily. I will admit, Ricardo is a little hard to work with. But the fact that he lets you special summon and they become really helps to do a lot. If it wasn't from the hand, it'd be a little bit better, but also I could see his rarity increasing too. Where are you in here? You don't need to be here. I'm a little tempted to put another Renaud. Because Renaud, he special summoned, yes, it needs a Fire Warrior on the field, but having multiple copies of him is much better, and of course, if you special summon, you can target Fire Warrior monsters or equip spells, banish or in the graveyard, and add it to your hand. So he can easily help recycle things, and again, with Gearfried, who does stuff as well. I'd almost argue he is worth having a third copy of, but at the same time, I'm trying to figure out who are the better ones, because we have, you know, Ogier, who can basically make sure the card can't be destroyed by card effects, which is really good. We also fill in the graveyard to get out the other no one. Maybe Ogier is a little bit of the better one for this, just because things we can do. Yeah, I'm seeing things. We still need a way to get out more monsters onto the field. Is this a soft once per turn? I think it is. It might not be, but no, I think I remember this getting stopped at one point, but I'm trying to really figure this out right now. Regardless, I have to craft another SR, and I'm not really seeing. Astolfo is also really good to have, just because I could banish things, but Having another flame sword dance wouldn't be the worst. Although the other salamander with chain wouldn't be too bad either. I could... Well, that is a search. That is a search. You know what? I'm gonna put 2 in the deck. Hear me out. I feel like that helps with consistency and such. And I don't mind going down a fighting flame sword because of, you know, if it gets stopped, it gets stopped, you know, but... Every time I look at this one, I'm just like, you can be... But that easy search, though. Do still very much want to keep these in. Honestly, I could drop the flame sword dance. Just like the salamander of chain is just another equip spell that I can equip at the drop of a hat to like Charles or someone, and then that's easy pop for their field. I would almost add in a second one instead, just for the advantage too. But yeah, gonna have to get rid of this and then put this one back on it. But yeah. Oh yeah, and of course for climbing, sometimes it's just still nice to pilot my raid raptors. Not doing this one, but I will show off the deck real quickly before I end the video. Sorry I went so quiet too, I was really contemplating. I do hope to do well in this one. This event, like, it does... I do like when they try to, like, get you to think. Obviously, it's because, you know... And that's a fusion. That's a fusion. This makes fusions, although it is a little bit nerfed because of, no links. Oh, look! Another fusion. The Coal Money definitely wants you to get this stuff, but... Anyway. Before we end this, let's look at the Legend Anthology that Jamer constructed. So, if you didn't know, this is a little monster. But if you have space in your extra deck and you want to put in, oh, I don't know, general counters for things, it's not a bad put-in. This was Jamer's sudden make of a god deck. It worked well. He actually got out all 3 gods at one point. We still lost, but it's cool. That reminds me, after we go in and I experiment a little bit and show more stuff, I do have a little funny to show you. But anyway, I want to thank you all for watching and for your patience. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, you know what to do. Much appreciate you if you do. And until next time, I just want to say, laters.